What is going on, everybody? My name is Z Berry. Welcome back to the channel. We are back on some NASCAR Heat 4, going over Phoenix this week. I hate this track. It is probably my second most hated track on the calendar for NASCAR. This is episode 4. You guys kind of know how this goes, kind of a little bit, hopefully by now. Go over the takeaways, things that I took away from the race, things that I was interested in, didn't like, saw, noticed, was surprised with, was against. This weekend, Joey Logano took home his second win of the season, winning at the horrendous Phoenix Raceway. Let's see if we can't find Mr. Joey Logano here somewhere. There he is. There's the man, the smiling squint himself. So yeah, Joey Logano won again this weekend. Kind of not really like a dominating fashion at all. He was kind of up front, and he had some pit road issues throughout the day as well. Oh, it's still called ISM in this. All right, so we're going to jump into Phoenix, and I will see you guys at the track. All right, so as I stated, second worst track on the calendar. Once we get to my worst track, that's, I'll let you guys know. This track is just, it has absolutely nothing special for me. It's the most boring track. It's like, I hate it. I hate this racetrack a lot. But we're going to do it anyway, and talking is going to be terrible because I'm really... To be good, I want to try and concentrate. Now, reminder, I can go anywhere around here. A lot of guys, if you saw the race on Sunday, or if you've never watched this race at Phoenix, Phoenix does have the only good thing about it, and it's that it has this what they call the dog leg over here. You might not see it in the game, but a lot of people they will just dive right down here on the apron, and then come back up on the track. It's a little bit quicker. I don't think it's anything obnoxiously quicker, but if it tickles your fancy, it tickles your fancy. So, my takeaways from this week. So number one takeaway from this week, and that was Chase Elliott. I kind of feel like Chase Elliott might be like, once Kevin Harvick retires, the new king of Phoenix. This dude, he got the pole. He ran well all day, and then he kind of got screwed a couple of times. I want to say, I don't remember if there were pit road penalties or what exactly happened to him, but he ended up having to go to the back, and then he drove his way all the way back up front. So he kind of killed it all day long, and just kind of showed that he could do anything there. And this isn't the first time. Back even when he was in the 24 car, when he first started, he was good there. I remember he had that good race with Denny Hamlin and Matt Kenseth that year. When it was Matt Kenseth's final year. I'll try and find a little bit of a snippet, and you can kind of see what that looked like. And then last year he had a good battle with, I think it was Ryan Blaney. Him and Blaney had a good battle here. Chase is just kind of, I think this track kind of suits him. The kind of on the gas, on the brake type style racetrack. However, in the new package that they ran here this weekend, there was no brake. They actually used that PJ1, they call it, which is the traction compound, and they ran all up on the top groove. So if you drove in it a little deep, you could just kind of run up in that top groove, and that was kind of the preferred lane throughout some of the race. So we're kind of not doing as bad as I thought we would have been doing, but, we're pushing along here. So I mentioned that I don't like this track, and that's one of my next takeaways. It's just what's wrong with this track. Dude, I can't even put a finger on it exactly what is wrong with this racetrack. So it's got this really weird straightaway. Now, mind you that they flipped this racetrack. So, and then it's got this tiny little bit of a banking right here, which I don't know, I don't like it. And then you're completely banked here, and you go kind of uphill and then downhill into this flat corner. I hate flat corner oval racetracks. Granted, this is kind of a triangle. I guess maybe not kind of a triangle, but you get my point. This track I like racetracks like Charlotte and Texas that will catch you in the corners. You can carry a lot more speed, and I don't know. Those just feel better to drive to me than these tracks do. Eric Jones squeezed me again, mother. So yeah, I've never. Oh, give him this. Oh, look at that crossover. Ugh! So anyway, yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this track. I don't like it. Like I said, there's 3 tracks that I absolutely despise in NASCAR. This is one of them, and when we hit the other 2 later in the season, one of them you're going to be like, you hate that track, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, it sucks. So anywho, that's another one of my takeaways. Is just this track and this package. I wasn't like blown away. The last two races at Auto Club and Vegas, I was like, these cars look amazing. There's a lot of passing. There's a lot of action, and I didn't. My guy wrecked like 30 laps into the race.
Oh, Hamlin gets loose, and around goes Keselowski and Blaney.
My guy Ryan Blaney wrecked like 30 laps into the race, so maybe that's why I just wasn't as interested. But I don't know. Nothing really blew me away. I saw a lot of people said like it was, you know, this was one of the greatest races we've seen at Phoenix in a long time, and I guess I haven't seen a good Phoenix race in like 10 years, in my opinion. Maybe that's just the style of racing that I enjoy. So, anywho's, next up on the list, Harvick and Logano. So, both of these guys, Logano, like I said, ended up winning the race, as we're trying to do right now in his car. And then Kevin Harvick, he's been the dominating guy of Phoenix for 4 or 5 years now. You know, whenever you go to Phoenix, it's like, all right, Kevin Harvick's probably going to win. Which he was the second. He easily had the best car. I think Logano, similar to how Harvick said in his interview, Logano just had control of the race, so it's a little bit harder for Harvick to actually get up there and kind of do anything. Austin Dillon's going to try and cross me up. No, sir. So, my big thing about these guys is I think Harvick and Logano are going to be the favorites to win the championship. And I know you're saying, Zach, it's the 4th race of the season. How are they favorites to win the championship? Phoenix is the championship race this year. So for years, they've gone to Homestead, Miami for the championship race. However, this year, we're going to Phoenix. And just the way that Harvick and Logano were both consistent all day, if those guys are in the championship 4, I would say more than likely it's going to be one of those guys that wins the championship just because of how good they are here. Now, mind you, Chase Elliott could also do kind of the same thing. Kyle Busch, this guy right in front of me, Kyle Busch is also good here. But the way that Harvick and Logano, I mean, they were just mad consistent all day long. Kyle Busch was not. Chase Elliott had to go to the back and then come back to the front like 3 times. So, you know, kind of difficult for him. And you know, it's just kind of a mumbo-jumbo when it comes to that stuff. I think Logano and Harvick are going to be really good here. And that saddens me because I'd like to see new people win. I'd like to see my guy win. Logano and Harvick have both already won championships. Whatever. I wouldn't mind seeing Logano win another championship. I am a Penske guy. You can't see my Penske shrine that I have. Actually, my whole NASCAR shrine that you guys are actually sitting on right now. You can probably see like the top of a car almost. Like there's a die-cast car like right here. But anywho, yeah, I just think Logano and Harvick are going to be really good when it comes to this race in the fall. And I think it could be one of them winning the championship if they were in it. So that's another takeaway. Next takeaway up on the list. Hang on, I gotta fight Kyle Busch here.
Careful, still there.
Are you still on the outside? Give up!
You got room, you're clear there. Got a car high now.
Or don't.
All right, you're clear.
Oh, funny that we see Kyle Busch back there. I would say my next kind of takeaway would be that the Joe Gibbs cars, man, they just kind of suck. And they...
Still there? Real low. Carlton's out, wave him off.
So, if you guys watched the last video, I made a rule that if I was in a caution, I'd have to start all the way in the back again. Well, damn. Alright, whatever. So, the Gibbs guys, they kind of struggled all throughout the weekend. They didn't come like right up to the front like everybody kind of thought they would. Martin Truex Jr. did, essentially. He had to actually start in the rear, which I think he started the rear hell like almost every race this year. But anyway, you know, he had to start all the way in the back, and he ended up coming to the front, but then got turned. I don't like Martin Truex Jr. But the rest of the guys like Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin, Hamlin got in a wreck early on with Keselowski and Blaney that kind of took him a little bit out of contention. I wasn't a part of that. I was probably a part of that. I think I kind of gave him the bump. Whatever. We got a bunch of laps left. But yeah, the Gibbs guys, they just meh. They haven't found their stride yet, which I think they will. I mean, it's Joe Gibbs Racing. If they're Toyotas, those Camrys have been the best cars every year for the past 5 or 6 years. So, you know, they'll get it eventually. I just kind of noticed that, you know, they didn't do too well this weekend. Or the past few weekends. Okay. I'll take, like, 6 spots. All right, and lastly, on the takeaway side of things, Penske. Team Penske again. These guys show up, man. Granted, I'm a Team Penske kind of guy, so I might be a little biased, but Brad and Joey fighting for the lead. I love watching them fight for the lead, but it scares me too, because I don't think like I watch it and in my head I'm like, oh, they're just dicing it up out there. But in their cars, I'm sure they're actually pretty pissed at each other for beating and banging on one another, being teammates. But they're racing, and I think they both kind of get that. But even Benedetto was fast. I mean, he made a charge like all the way up to the front, almost to like third at one point, I think. Passing like really good cars, which I think he had like short run speed at the beginning of the race, but then it kind of fell off through the back half of the race, and he wasn't very good after that. So, but yeah. And then Ryan Blaney, of course, got wrecked, which was depressing. That, like I said, after like lap 40, I was like, I don't even know why I'm watching this race today. And I just watched everybody else fight for the win while my guy was probably on his plane on the way home. So, it is what it is. So yeah, those are my takeaways. And we've made it to lap 28. I meant to move myself again, guys. I'm sorry. I wanted to show you the laps that are like right here. I'm on lap 28 of 78. And I know, you're like, oh my god, 50 more laps? I don't want to watch this. Guys, it'll go by quick. It's a short track race. To get both of them. Oh, Harvick got a little buffed up there. Up the inside of him. Move, Joey. Move, Joey. Move, Joey. He wrecked on his own. He wrecked on his own. He wrecked on his own. I'm not pitting. No, I'm not pitting. He wrecked on his own. Show me the replay. He wrecked on his own. I gave him a little bit of a tap. He straightened himself out, and then he spun himself. That guy. He's an idiot.
Almost ready. Green. Hold your line, got one inside. Car there on the inside. You got really good clear there. Hold your line, got one inside.
Brad?
You're clear all around there. Hold your line, got one inside.
I gotta get away from Brad. There we go. And I gotta cover my inside. 3 to go. Come on, Clint. I don't want to give Clint the bumper, but I will if I have to. Come on.
Stay high.
Oh, looks like I might have him on. Nope. Sorry, I'm gonna cross him up.
2 laps to go.
Car got really loose there.
Stay low.
Come on, Clint. Let me have it. Let me have it.
Still there. 4 more to go.
I feel like I can hear a tire flapping around. Last lap! I didn't even notice! Clint loses it! Oh, he's gonna try and cross me up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. No. I laid the block of a lifetime. To the checkered. Let's go.
Flag, it's yours.
Wow. I think that's gonna do it for me today. Later.